ProGold XP Online Tutorial. Topic 11. Payroll Setup. Requirements, employee payroll information, and Social Security numbers. The next two topics will cover Setup and Operating the Payroll tab. In this topic, we will set up earnings and deductions, enter employee profiles, and set starting balances. Payroll Tax Setup. In the Payroll tab, click on Payroll Tax Setup. This screen is used to designate the general ledger accounts for the state and federal deductions. Use the Find at the top of the screen to select a deduction and verify that the general ledger information is correct. The entries for Medicare and Social Security have two additional general ledger fields to allow the selection of accounts for the employer contribution. Continue the verification for all deductions that will be used and click Done at the bottom of the screen to return to the Payroll menu. Payroll earnings and deductions. If there are any other deductions taken out of payroll, such as 401k, health benefits, etc., they are set up in earnings and deductions. Some deductions are already added to this area, but new ones can be created as well. The arrows at the bottom of the screen allow you to scroll through the items to be set up. Feel free to modify the current options to fit what you will need. First, set the name of the item. Then select if it is an earning or deduction and where the general ledger will be used with this item. If a check is to be created for this item every time you process payroll, select a vendor. Otherwise, select none. At the bottom of the screen are checkboxes to determine if the deduction reduces taxable amounts. There is also an area at the bottom right to select the options if the item is deferred compensation. Add any needed deductions or earnings and click Done at the bottom of the screen. Employee Setup. Employee Setup holds the profiles for the staff receiving payroll. To create a new employee, click New in the bottom right corner of the screen. The first tab at the top, Employee, holds the basic information on the employee. The fields in red are required, so the name, Social Security number, and address need to be filled out. The next tab is Payroll, which holds the wage information and withholding status. Select the income tax state and if the employee is hourly or salary. For hourly employees, enter the hourly rate and maximum number of hours for straight time. Also be sure to put in the overtime factor. For a salaried employee, just enter the salary amount per pay period. On the right side of the screen, enter the withholding status of the employee and number of exemptions taken. There are also fields to select pay frequency and general ledger accounts. Deductions will have the federal taxes already selected with the formulas. If other deductions are being taken out, select the deduction and fill in the percent or amount being taken out of the payroll. Add as many deductions as needed. The last two tabs are optional. Earnings allows vacation and bonus pay to be set up, and the Tracking tab is used for keeping track of the usage of personal days and vacation. Available time can be added to the employee, and entries made to take away time when it has been used. At the bottom of the screen is a Save AP button that updates the vendor record when the information has been updated. The vendor record affects how the employee's name and address will appear on the check. When all employees have been added, click Done at the bottom of the screen to return to the Payroll menu. Starting balances. To set the year-to-date earnings and deductions for employees, use the Starting Balances option in the Payroll menu. In the screen, select an employee, type of earning or deduction, end date of the amount, and the amount. Establish the balances for all the deductions or earnings that you will use. This information will set the year-to-date totals that appear on the check stub. Close out of this screen when the balances have been entered. Complete the setup of employees and enter the starting balances before moving on to the next topic, Topic 12, to cover processing payroll. For any questions, please contact Taro's Enhancement Help Net at support@taronetwork.com.